It's funny how things work out sometimes. Life can be so unpredictable. You can convince yourself that you have everything and everyone figured out. But in the end, you're just flying blind. Take Johnny Van Peen, for instance. There's a guy I'd known for years. Pretty good friends. We're in the service together. But I never would have guessed in a million years. That Johnny would do what he did. Even back in the service, I knew Johnny was a bleeding heart, aching to be loved, to be needed. A real humanitarian. I always figured he'd get over it. When he was discharged, he moved to LA and bought a house. He started collecting. Not stamps, not coins, not refrigerator magnets, not Johnny Van Peen. He started collecting people. Rejects, indigents, junkies, freaks. In effect, Johnny had started his own homemade halfway house, where he could care for those who could not care for themselves. A noble cause, but in Los Angeles, illegal as hell. And that's where I came in.
Nick? Nick Frontis, you old son of a bitch.
How you doing, Johnny?
Good. I'm doing good. I haven't seen you in...
9.5 years.
Wow, has it been that long?
Yep. 9.5 years.
Wow. 9.5 years.
9 years and 6 months.
Kind of hard to believe.
9.5, Johnny.
Long time. Well, this is great. Brings you into our neck of the woods here.
I'm here to check out your little operation, Johnny.
Operation?
Your halfway house.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Come on, Johnny, let's not play games. I happen to know you're harboring at least 3 people in your house.
So what? How does that concern you? This is not a halfway house. This is a home.
Well, we've been out of touch for a while, Johnny. I'm with Club I. Civil Liberty Unified Bureau of Investigators. I've been deputized to come here and check things out. Make sure you're complying with the new indigent release laws and everything's up to code and whatnot.
There, I thought this was a social visit.
I'm your friend.
Sorry about that.
Just came here to help you out. Before you get in any real trouble.
I don't need your help.
Johnny? I'm strictly here in an investigative capacity. I take a look around. I write up a report. The Bureau decides what to do with the place.
That's all you want to do. You want to have a look around.
I swear on my mother's grave.
All right, you can come in. How is your mother, anyway?
She's dead, Johnny.
It's too bad.
I was only gone a few minutes, Della.
It seemed like hours. Oh, it was horrible.
I'm sorry, sweetheart. This is a friend of mine from the Army. I want you to meet him. This is Della Swenson.
Any friend of Johnny's is a friend of mine.
Della, no, Della, don't do that. Stop, Della, don't. She's checking you for drugs.
I'll do anything for Benzanil 360 right now. Absolutely anything.
Sorry, sister. I'm clean.
How rude. He comes to visit and he doesn't bring a gift.
Here you go, Della. Your medication.
What, only 2?
You know the deal. That's all you get.
Why do you treat me like this, Johnny? Don't you love me anymore?
Well, of course. Della, you know I love you. Della, I love you with all my heart, and I want to help you continue to get better. And that include your yeast infection.
Oh, we'll get better, Johnny.
I know, Della.
I promise.
So, I didn't know you were dispensing drugs here, Johnny.
Nah, giving her placebos and telling her it's a real thing. Top of which I'm cutting down on her dosage. That's the way she thinks she's cured herself.
Oh, that's ingenious, Dr. Van Peen.
I'm just trying to help the girl out, that's all.
I take it that includes a little bedroom therapy?
You sound jealous.
Maybe I am. Still doesn't make it right. Hey, that smells pretty good. What is that?
Well, it's just your everyday flambe tetrazzini.
General, as I recall, I think I quote this verbatim as the legal bulwark of the Communist Party.
He had been responsible for the placing of a number of communist writers in the organs of the Institute of Pacific Affairs.
His name's Calvin. Found him on the street, screaming obscenities at passers-by. He was a complete schizophrenic.
You scaremongers, you witch hunters, I won't allow you to turn me into a
So, now he's all
spineless,
better.
backstabbing turncoat.
No, but he's
This is a free
coming
country.
along.
My politics are my business, Senator. I have my rights, you know. I have my rights. The Fifth Amendment.
Calvin was a young up-and-coming actor in the 50s, but he was blacklisted in 52 as a communist sympathizer. He hasn't worked since.
I'm not giving names. I'm not giving names. Not giving names.
Who's he
No
talking to?
names. No
He
names.
believes he's
No
watching the
names.
McCarthy hearings.
No names.
Apparently, he was slated to be a witness, but
Senator McCarthy.
never called on him.
I'm not knuckling under like that Roberts Taylor. Un-American son of a bitch.
Calvin,
Yeah, what?
I keep telling you. McCarthy's dead. They have stopped. There's no more blacklisting.
Did you say McCarthy's dead?
McCarthy's dead.
Oh, thank God. Wow. I better call my agent. Maybe he's got something for
Yeah,
me.
it's a good idea, Calvin.
Hello? Yeah. Yeah, I want to talk to Mr. Cohen.
Loudest steers and heifers falling, dogies all roaming. Straight set out for stomping grounds and headed for Wyoming.
His name's Susskind. Howdy, partner. Spare a cup of coffee?
Howdy. Sure thing, fellas. Where are you headed?
Oh, no in particular.
What's with the getup?
Susskind was raised on a ranch in Wyoming, and he loved it there. When he was 12, his parents died, cattle stampede. And they shipped him off to Newark, New Jersey, live with relatives.
Yeah, I'm headed to Wyoming myself. There you go, fellas. Drink it up. I don't want the coyotes to get wind of it. Coyotes love hot coffee. A lot of people don't know that. Anyways, I figured I'd head east on Sunset, and then more east, all the way to Wyoming. Take a wife, raise a family, have a few head.
The past 20 years, he's been trying to get back to Wyoming, but somehow he keeps missing it. He's traveled all over the place. He's ended up in Nome, Alaska, Pensacola, Florida. He even spent some time in Amish country. But he can't seem to find Wyoming.
Yeah, I went up the Snake River once in a canoe. Lost a paddle. Damn near got sucked clean through a hydraulic electric dam. It was awful. I still can't straighten my right arm. My left arm.
See, he sort of mixed up about his parents' death. See, he was the one that actually started the cattle stampede that killed him. He was playing around with some firecrackers. Well, anyway, it's that guilt. Misguided sense of denial just kept him from getting back to Wyoming, no matter how hard he tries.
Either that or he's just got a misguided sense of direction.
Yeah. Well, you don't worry about it, Sodbuster, because you're gonna get there someday. So,
Hey, see you later, fellas. Come back anytime for a cup of brew. Fellas? Oh, amigos? I guess they were tired. Attaboy.
It was obvious to me after looking the place over that the Bureau was not going to let Johnny keep operating his house. The only problem was how to tell him.
Johnny, you got a problem here.
what's that, Nick?
I'm gonna be straight with you. We've been friends a long time, since boot camp.
Actually, we weren't friends in boot camp. It wasn't later until we were stationed at Bragg that we started hanging out together. In fact, I really didn't like you before that.
Whatever. Anyway, I've been thinking a lot about your popularity when we were in the service. People always liked you.
Yep, everybody liked me.
It's because you paid them to, Johnny. Remember? You paid the other recruits to be your friend. You bought their friendship.
I got my money's worth.
Maybe. But don't you see how wrong that is? You wanted people to love you so much, you gave them money. Or you invited them into your house. You took care of them.
What's wrong with that? Everybody gets something out of it.
Here you are, holding yourself up as some sort of savior, all the while denying them of their most basic human right. The right to be free, make their own way in this world.
I think I know what you're trying to say. You think that I'm trying to supplement my own feelings of inadequacy and self-worthlessness with a forced love of a bunch of vulnerable lunatics. You think that my quest for uncritical love is wrought out of years of youthful isolation, a young boy whose parents ignored him, who was ostracized by the neighborhood kids, who cried himself to sleep each night with a fervent hope that someday he would be loved for the good-hearted soul he was.
Well, I didn't say that exactly.
No, that's what you meant.
Johnny, you're going to have to face the facts. The law says you can't allow people into this house and provide them aid unless they present a danger to themselves or to others.
Well, they're not dangerous.
Exactly. In which case, the law says you have to let them go.
Well, what if I refuse?
And the Bureau sends in an assault team. Bring this house down. Tear gas, battering rams, M16s, snipers, stun guns. You don't want that, do you, Johnny?
No. No, Nick, I don't want that. I guess deep down inside me, I always knew it'd come to this. But all in all, Nick, it's not a house. It's a home.
Sorry, pal.
You want to know something, Nick? I think you were right about me. I've been using these people as an emotional crutch. And maybe it's time that I threw that crutch away. I must let my people go.
Every day I wait by the open gate. And at night I said an extra plate.
And so Johnny Van Peen had finally come to his senses. I helped him load his hapless, ragtag group of human retreads into my car for their short drive to freedom. We disposed of them at the nearest indigent release site, number 46, near Vermont and Sunset. first, Johnny was hesitant to leave them there like that, but I reminded him that this was Los Angeles, home of the largest mentally ill population in the world, and his people would feel right at home. Convinced of their safety and their continued good health, he bade them each a fond farewell.
There you go, Della. Don't spend it all in one crack house.
Don't leave me, Johnny.
No, I have to, Della. It's the only way I'll ever learn to love, or be loved unconditionally. Plus, I'll get thrown in jail if I don't.
I don't need anything, Johnny. Really, I don't. All I need is you and maybe a handful of Percadrol.
I think you'll find you won't even need that, Della. Go ahead. Knock yourself out if you can. They're candy. You can buy them at any Fanny Farmer's.
What? You mean?
You're cured, Della. The only thing you're hooked on is a sugar rush. I suggest that in the future you try M&Ms. They're cheaper, and they come in different colors.
I'm gonna miss you, Johnny.
I know, Della.
Like a bad habit.
I gotta go. Suskai. Suskai. Suskai.
I guess I'll never get to Wyoming now.
Who says? Inside you find a compass, a map of the United States, 5-day supplies of hardtack and corn dodgers. I also put in $50 in cash and a bus ticket. Should get you as far as Cheyenne. Now you just stay on that bus. Don't wander off at a rest stop, and you'll make it there.
I took a bus once. Down in a sleepy little town called San Juan Capistrano. I fell asleep. And when I woke up, I was in San Juan, Puerto Rico. I don't know how I got there.
You go make your dream happen, cowboy. Take it slow around large herds of cattle. They spook easy.
Where's the bus stop?
It's,
I never been a lucky man. But today, I consider myself the luckiest man on the face of the earth.
all right, Calvin, we're gonna set you up here. It's gonna be just like home.
Okay.
Got your TV right here.
Oh, my TV.
Yeah, we got your TV there.
Yeah.
Calvin, now listen. The Fox network is going to make a sitcom out of And Justice for All. Now, they're looking for someone to reprise the Jack Warden role as a crazy judge. I told him you'd be a shoo-in for the part.
I knew Jack Warden. He refused to tell the committee anything.
Yeah, well...
Jack Warden, man, yeah.
Jack Warden, right. Now you stay by that phone, okay? Because I gave him your number.
All right. This is great.
It was hard for Johnny letting go like that. He knew, though, that in the end it would all work out for the best. As for me, I had the satisfaction of knowing that 3 more wretched souls had found their way to freedom on the streets in the City of Angels.
Tell him Calvin called. C-A-L-V-I-N. Calvin.
I called the Bureau and reported my mission a success. The Van Peen case was officially closed. As for Johnny, I predicted he'd get over his heartache and loneliness in time, and he'd build a new life for himself. A normal life, completely devoid of love and compassion. Of course, like I told you earlier, I never was any good at predicting things. How you doing, Johnny?
I don't know, Nick. I feel sort of empty. Empty and alone.
Hang in there, soldier. You'll get over it. We all do.
Well, my work's done here. I got a long drive ahead of me, and
You want to stay for dinner?
bad.
I got that flambe tetrazzini. It's all done. It's cooked. Got some fresh cut green beans, potatoes, au gratin potatoes. Got Bavarian upside down cake for dessert.
Yeah? All right. What the heck? I'll stay for dinner. Why not?
Oh, sure. Why not? I was always a sucker for a good home-cooked meal, and Johnny Van Peen gave good kitchen. I stayed for dinner, and the next morning I stayed for breakfast. And later lunch. And then dinner again.
That was a year ago, and I'm still here.
How was the braised Catalonian filet?
Outstanding, Van Peen.
Ready for dessert?
I'm always ready for dessert.
I'll be right back.
I never would have believed it myself. But all in all, I could have done a lot worse for myself. You get free room and board. Don't have to go to work. I can catch up on my reading. It's a dog's life? Maybe. But who are you to tell me how to live? They say you can't always go home, but sometimes halfway home isn't as bad as it sounds.